Okay, so you're gay. But do you know about pride? Like, really? Because you should. It wasn't just glitter and glamour, rainbow capitalism and free publicity, corporations putting pride flags in their windows for a month. It was an uprising. It was a rebellion. It was a revolution. And it didn't start with a party. It started with people saying, enough.
Welcome back to another episode of Aiden Tell Me a Story.
Back in the 50s and 60s, being queer was literally illegal. Like, arrested, beaten, institutionalized level illegal. Bars were often the only places people could go, but those weren't even that safe. Cops raided queer bars constantly. If you were caught dancing with someone of the same sex or wearing the wrong clothes, jail, fines, mugshots in the newspaper. You needed to constantly be wearing at least 3 articles of clothing that matched your assigned gender at birth. Otherwise, you were arrested for cross-dressing. But people were tired. Tired of hiding, tired of hurting, tired of being hurt. And then, June 28th, 1969 happened. The night of Stonewall. In the early hours of the morning, NYPD raided the Stonewall Inn in Greenwich Village. They pushed people, beat people, and dragged people out in handcuffs, like they always did. But that night, the crowd didn't scatter. They stood their ground. There's a rumor that Stormé DeLarverie, a biracial butch lesbian, was the one who threw the first punch at the Stonewall Rebellion. The cops hit her, and she fought back, yelling, "Why are y'all just standing there? Why don't you guys do something?" And people did. Trans women of color like Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera were there too, fighting back, throwing bottles, standing up, making noise. They weren't just queens, they were warriors. For 6 nights, crowds grew. Protesters chanted, fought, resisted. It wasn't organized, it wasn't polished. It was raw. It was radical. It was necessary. 1 year later, on June 28th, 1970, the first Pride March took place in New York City. It was called the Christopher Street Liberation Day, and it was a protest, not a parade. The signs weren't about rainbow vodka. They said things like, "Say it loud, I'm gay and proud. Gay rights now. We are everywhere." That first march sparked others in LA, Chicago, San Francisco, and even as far as London. And every year since, we've marched. Sometimes it's joyful, sometimes it's angry, but always, always, it's revolutionary. Pride has grown. It's global now. There are floats, concerts, speeches, and yeah, a lot of corporate logos. Let's not forget, Pride started as a protest. We didn't get here because of rainbow frappuccinos. We got here because of people who fought when it wasn't safe to fight. Trans women, drag queens, black and brown queer folks, butches, femmes, people who were told they were too loud, too much, too different. And we're still fighting today for trans rights, for radical justice, for health care, for safety, for each other. The number of black women, black trans women, and trans women in general who get murdered every year is astronomical. So now you know where Pride came from. The question is, where do you take it next? Pride isn't just a party. It's a promise to speak up, to show up, to stand tall for the people who can't. Whether you're loud and out, or still figuring it out, you're part of this. Pride lives in protest signs and quiet bravery, in ballroom floors and kitchen conversations. Carry it your way, but carry it with purpose. And never forget, we come from a legacy of resistance. And babe, we're just getting started. Have you seen the state of our country right now? Because it's not looking great. And the truth is, we have already started. Because of the protest, because of the marching, the organizing, the refusal to stay silent, we've seen change. Real change. Pride cracked the foundation, and queer people built from the rubble. In 2003, we made it legal to love. Literally. That's when the Supreme Court struck down the sodomy laws. In 2015, we won the right to marry the person we love in all 50 states. In 2009, well after the brutal murder of Matthew Shepard and James Byard Jr., hate crime laws were expanded to protect LGBTQ plus people. Don't ask, don't tell? Gone. Repealed in 2011. And in 2020, the Supreme Court confirmed you cannot be fired for being queer or trans. These are victories, hard-earned, paid for in protests, in lives lost, and in generations of resilience. And the truth is, some of the rights we fought so hard for are once again under attack. Across the country, lawmakers are trying to erase us again. In Florida, there's the so-called Don't Say Gay bill, banning any mentions of LGBTQ plus people in classrooms. Like we're a threat for just existing. In dozens of states, drag performers are being banned from public places where children might be present, as if queer joy is dangerous. Trans youth are being targeted, denied health care, banned from sports, and told that they can't live as themselves. And in Congress, some are openly talking about rolling back marriage equality and repealing anti-discrimination protections. This isn't just politics. This is personal. Pride isn't just a party. It's a defense line. We're not just celebrating. We're protecting what's ours. We're not defending the future. And we're not going back. Ever. So if anyone ever tells you pride is just rainbow flags and parades, remind them. Pride was a rebellion. Pride is resistance. Pride is survival. Pride is the reason I get to speak, and maybe it's the reason you finally feel seen. We didn't come this far just to be tolerated. We are not trends. We are not phases. We are not going anywhere. We are the dream of every queer elder who didn't get to grow old. So show up. Stand tall. Be loud if you can. Quiet if you need to. But always be real. Because pride didn't end in '69. Pride is right now. And if you're here, alive, out, trying, learning, loving, you are the revolution. Thank you so much for listening to this episode today. If it resonated with you at all, please feel free to share this with someone you love, someone who needs to hear this, someone who can benefit and take something out of this, someone who doesn't get it. Share it with everybody, because we are so much more than what the media portrays. We have so many more layers to us. We are so full. And please hit that like and subscribe button and leave a little rainbow emoji in the comments, or tell me your story. Tell me about you, because I love you. And I hope that you have an amazing and safe Pride. Until next time, I love you. I mean it. Goodbye.